Today we're throwing the Coike full cast from Hideup. I'm rigging it up on a core tackle shimmy rig. It's Northern Strain style. Hit that like and subscribe, and let's go. All right, this is the funkiest bait out there. I mean, what's this world coming to? What's the bass fishing world coming to? Well, let's check it out. Comes in a big old box, you know, takes up a ton of room, but they got it displayed nice for you. But let's check it out. So the full cast, it's just under a ½ ounce. So the durability is awesome on this bait. It's got a nice size elastomar ball on there, and it's like a 2 style dipped elastomar, so there's extra durability on the outside for when you're rigging it, and gives them all these little tentacles, all this crazy movement. They make a few different styles of this bait now. They got a 17mm, and they're coming out with a soft material one that, I mean, just makes these little tentacles quiver even more. And then they're coming out with one where down here at the tentacles, it kind of angles in on each side, and it looks like a minnow or a little bait fish kind of attacking the ball. And I mean, man, that thing looks fire when that one comes out. That's going to be a hot bait to get. Yeah, let's count the tentacles. No, I'm just playing. There we go. Good. Decent. Yeah, it comes in 6 different colors. Let's check them out. A few things you can do to this bait to modify it. You know, you can always get some chartreuse dye and hit the tips of it. You know, you can cut tentacles off if you want. You know, one of the things I really liked about all these tentacles, it kind of worked as weed guards, you know, so it protected that hook point from getting snagged up with weeds. And man, it was actually really weedless. You can rig it up a ton of different ways. Drop shot it, throw it on a jig head, Carolina rig it, free rig it. The 2 ways, other than with the shimmy rig, that I really liked was if you put it on a Jika rig. Super killer. And also a lot of the pros are Nico rigging this, so definitely gives you a few options, and even though it's a little bit more pricey, I mean, the durability is insane durability. As long as you don't get bit off by a pike, it should last a long time. One thing the Japanese anglers like to do with this bait, especially the bank fishermen, is, you know how every once in a while your bait will get caught over, or your line will get caught over a tree limb or a tree branch limb, you know, and then you can kind of yo-yo your bait up and down. So they say that's a killer technique for this bait too. Instead of using like a hollow body frog or a Cinco or something, try that. This is a super versatile bait too, with it being elastomar. It'll float on the surface, so you can work it on the surface. You can put it on a jig head or a wacky weighted jig head style and just float it down, you know, or I mean, you can do what I did and rig it up on the core tackle shimmy rig. Now, when I was out in the boat and I went to tie this on, I was like, what am I going to do with this? Because this is such a big size and it's a 1/2 ounce. So obviously I'm going to go bait caster with it. So I was looking for something I could push all the way through that had some weight on it and a decent hook for when I went to set the hook. So I found this in there and it was like, damn man, it was almost made for this. Now I know this was made for fluke style baits and it's to shimmy on the way down. So what I did was, even with that bait keeper on there, it still has tons of durability when I pulled the rig back out just now before I shot the video. So I went in there, and you know that elastomar shit, it's a little tough to rig up. So just take your time. Okay, the struggle is real, boys. So once I got it through, then I pushed that all the way through, and then I pushed it through till it was up on the collar there, and then you see how the weight there bended down. So it was like, it was perfect. It was like it was made for this. So bam, there's your rig. There we go. Good. Good, boys. I'm throwing it on that Elliott 7.5 heavy, pretty much my go-to rod. I got that Daiwa Tatula Type R with 20-pound Sunline fluorocarbon, and bam, that's the setup. like ball boys.